Right.
All right.
So you start it then?
Yeah. Welcome aboard the Thinking Capsule.
The Thinking Podcast.
This is our topical storm.
I'm Woofgang, and this is the forecast. Hey man, I'm so happy to be here.
Filmed in front of a live studio audience.
First time.
For the first
For
time.
the very first time.
All right, Stan, your topic.
My topic is going to be Obama's tan suit affair.
Hell yeah. My topic is going to be everything I did on Tuesday, September 8th. Thank you.
Good.
My topic is going to be endlings.
Okay. Fantastic. I'm very excited.
I'm really excited about
Woofgang?
that. And my topic is going to be the life and times of Michael Jackson.
Oh.
This is the podcast with Gus, Dan, and Eli, and special guests. Thinking Capsule, Thinking Podcast, Thinking Capsule, Thinking Podcast.
The only rule is that you don't ask what's real. Thinking Capsule, Thinking Podcast, Thinking Capsule, Thinking Podcast.
Rock over London!
Rock over Chicago!
Sorry.
Hell yeah.
Sorry. You didn't have to clap for that. Thank you.
Well, Stan said I couldn't.
You can't clap.
Stan,
You can listen to him.
You ventured away from very serious, like,
Yeah.
geopolitical shit.
Well, I also did it with mine, too.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I like
Going
the
with
topic.
Tangate?
Yeah.
Did you see
Tangate?
Hatgate?
No,
Donald Trump wore a funny hat a couple years
Really?
ago.
Yeah. Shit.
I haven't seen that.
Also, didn't Obama have selfie stick gate or something?
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
remember that.
There's been a
I
lot
kinda
of
wanna hear
oops and
about-
gaffes throughout the years.
Yeah, I want to hear
Absolutely.
about Tangate, honestly.
This
Lots
one's
of
really,
gates.
I'm very excited to
Yeah.
explain it.
And endlings, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, what could that possibly
I don't even know
What
what
are you
endlings
saying?
are.
I thought that you were gonna like keep talking after you said endlings.
Well, I'll present it when it's time. But
Yeah.
I guess we're all looking
Very
forward to
excited.
it.
Michael
Well,
Jackson.
yeah,
that's
that
great.
makes sense.
total
I think that's a
Hey,
classic.
it's a topic I've been researching my entire life, and I'm
Yeah.
just extremely excited to have the ability to share.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Well, where should we start? I vote Tangate.
I'm voting for endlings because I don't know what that is, and I would love to find out.
Should we
Okay,
ask the
well,
studio?
Let's
the
ask
audience.
the studio
Oh.
audience. How about for the first
All right,
time?
let's hear it for endlings. All right, Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Okay.
They didn't do nothing.
Tangate.
The fuck? That's the one I want to hear about.
And then everything I did on Tuesday. Yeah.
I got a boo.
I think Endlings won.
Good press.
I guess so.
They say this.
Good
They say
publicity for me.
this. Good publicity.
Everybody is an antagonist.
All right.
So yeah, my topic. I guess we'll just get right into it. It's kind of a sad one.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was expecting that.
it's kind of a sad one. There's a bit of tragedy. There's a bit of loneliness.
This has got every element of a good story.
Exactly. But so an endling is just the term for the last surviving individual of a species or subspecies.
Oh, okay.
Word.
But yeah, it's kind of a recent term. It was coined in 1996 in like a letter, like an editor letter of Nature magazine. Kind of it was coined in response to greater numbers of human-caused animal extinctions. But yeah, so they came up with this term, an endling, the final.
Who came
last
up
one.
with it?
The editors of Nature magazine in 1996.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but so some more well-known examples is Martha, the last passenger pigeon, which died in captivity in 1914. Which passenger pigeons were like an endemic subspecies of pigeon.
What's
to
endemic?
just native to, it just means native. They're endemic to North America, like Michigan, like the Northeast area. But there was like billions of them, and I guess they were like hunted in troves, like killed off billions, and then they went extinct in 1914, with the last one being Martha, and they and then another kind of infamous story is the last known West Pinta macaque, which is like a type of monkey, and it died in 1969, and it was nicknamed Lonesome George.
No.
But
That's dreadful.
so Lonesome George, they attempted to release him like a couple times into other troops of similar macaque species, but like he couldn't adapt, like he wouldn't fit in, and then they would like, because they were tracking him and stuff, and there was like one of the researchers described him of having the downtrodden comportment of a rejected schoolboy. Like after he was rejected by the other troops of monkeys.
Man.
So yeah, and he died in captivity. Like he just couldn't join another troop of macaques, or another troop of monkeys. They like rejected him or whatever.
Jeez.
But
We'll move on.
another moving on. Another sad one is
I don't think everybody's gonna be happy. I don't think you're gonna have. This is a happy last.
The happy ending.
This one's a good last one.
yeah, this one's happy.
No, it's not.
Well, it has an element of beauty to it, but the the Kauai OO, which is Kauai is like an island in Hawaii, and the OO is the type of bird. But yeah, this was the last bird, and in 1997 they recorded its last mating call, and there's a recording of it, and obviously there's like well, it's like a mating call, and there's like gaps in it where there's supposed to be another bird.
I've heard this recording before. It's horrible.
So Gordy, if you could play that recording.
There would be a response to that, and that's what the final would sound like. There would be a response to that, and that'd be the mating day.
Yeah, but yeah, that was 1987. It sung its last mating call, died in captivity, and then another example. This one is a little more complicated, but the dusky seaside sparrows, native to the salt marshes of Florida. They throughout the 40s, well, like 40s onwards, I think till 1972, DDT was used as like a pesticide in crops, and it messed with like these birds' abilities to mate, and then also in Florida they were like flooding the marshes to control mosquito populations, which got rid of the habitat for the dusky seaside sparrow, and then eventually they found, or like the last female dusty seaside sparrow was spotted dead in 1975. And then after that, only 6 males were known, but like they were probably the last ones. So they were all tagged with different colored bands around their feet, and then they were nicknamed Orange Band, Green Band, Blue Band, Yellow Band, White Band, and Orange and Red Band. And the tracking, they found out that this type of sparrow never travels more than 2 miles from where they were born, and all 6 of these males were born like at least 2 miles apart, so they were all like living completely alone.
Yeah.
But then while they were tracking them, the orange band was found dead 30 miles north of like Rest in peace. Let's have a moment of silence for Yellow Band. Just kidding, not yet.
Okay. Hey.
But yeah, then Orange Band, they were tracking Orange Band, they couldn't find it, and then eventually they found it 10 miles away, living with Blue Band. And normally this type of bird is like aggressive towards other males in its territory, but they were just living together. And then after that, 2 of them they couldn't find, probably died, and then the other ones were rounded up and brought into like a Walt Disney bird sanctuary.
Whoa.
There was like a part of the park, but it wasn't like an attraction, and they were like had this breeding program, but they were trying to mate it with another with other similar species, but they couldn't. It didn't work, basically. So yeah, those are all of my examples in animals. Obviously there's no real examples in humans, but this has been kind of a topic in a lot of science fiction novels. Like in 1950, there was a sci-fi novel called The Martian Chronicles, which was a sci-fi book about the last human on Mars, because the Earth was like destroyed or something, and then he finds another human, but then like he just doesn't like her, so they never speak again. That's like the whole premise of
the whole book.
Yeah.
That's cool. But so that was made in 1990, and endling wasn't a thing until
1996 they coined the term, but the book came out in 1950, but obviously it doesn't say anything about, doesn't say that word.
Yeah,
like he's
yeah,
the
but
last
that's
human
like,
on Earth.
yeah.
Like it's been an idea, you know. And obviously there's been cases of like the last surviving species that researchers have tried to rectify the issue or whatever. But yeah, there is another term for the last known speaker of a language, of like a dying language. That term is terminarch. So a more popular example is Katrina Esau in South Africa is the last known speaker of Nu'u, which is like an indigenous language in South Africa that has been like kind of put to extinction after like decades of colonialism and apartheid in South Africa. But yeah, Katrina Esau is still alive and will do like we'll come on and do interviews and stuff like that about like
that language.
saving culture and that language.
How did that end up where like she was the last person speaking that language?
Well, actually her brother was alive and then her brother died like a decade ago, and it was like them two were the last speakers of the language. But I mean the language, because like throughout apartheid in the South African schools, like indigenous languages were taught to be like, inferior, savage, whatever. And like English or Afrikaans is like the more sophisticated language. But yeah, there's another kind of infamous example of, I don't know if anyone else has heard about this, but the 2 people who are the last known speakers of a language who refused to speak to each other.
No. What?
Really?
Yeah, so, well, they're dead now, but in the Chaco region of Argentina, there were 2 terminarchs who were like elders of this community, and then eventually, like, all of the young people just kind of moved out to like the city for like job opportunities or whatever, but they're the last speakers of a language called Champaqui, but the 2 people, they just refused to speak to each other, and only one of them can speak Spanish. The other one can only speak that native language. He can't talk to anybody. And there's a term for that too, which is monoterminarch. But
where you only speak the last
you
language.
only speak the last language.
That's fucking crazy.
So he's just like out there and he can't talk to anybody, you know.
Still
Why
out
wouldn't? Do you
No,
know
he's
anything
dead.
about like why they wouldn't talk to each other?
I don't know. Yeah, I think, well, people say that it's about like the one who can speak Spanish like adopted Catholicism, and they think maybe it has something to do with that. And actually, so yeah,
When did these gentlemen pass? I don't. If you said
one of them, the one who spoke Spanish, died in 1989, 1982.
Okay.
And then the other one who only spoke Champaki died in 1989. They're called Isidore and Almara.
Which one was which?
Isidore spoke Spanish and died earlier.
Okay.
But so, like 4 years before Isidore died, he wrote a poem, which he himself translated to Spanish, but like
But
other
it was
people.
in that.
But it was in that language, and
Yeah.
then he translated, and then now it's been translated to English. So I'm gonna read his final
Please.
poem.
This is wonderful.
This is wonderful.
My my ancestors call me to join them. After I join, we will disappear. My brother Cain has killed us both. After he will wander, banished and alone. Cain will be alive, but we will all be returned. And then he died 4 years later. And then
Wow.
the other brother, well, they're not brothers, but like the other.
Other brother.
The other brother.
Well,
Other brother.
because he references him as
As
Big
the brother,
Cain,
yeah,
yeah.
which is like the
Okay.
biblical brother, but they're not actually brothers. He died in 1989. So yeah, he spent many years as the last speaker of this language. Only he could speak.
Wow, yeah.
Wow.
That is really
And that's
fucking crazy.
the end of things, huh?
And that's the end of things. That's all I have to present.
Yeah.
Wow. That was beautiful. That really was beautiful.
It was.
Yeah, that's a good topic.
That was a
Wow.
fucking
Touched
great
the hearts
topic.
of everybody listening in, as well as the studio audience.
It sounded foolish
Well,
at first, and then the more we listened to
The
it,
more.
Well, there's
Pull-
also
pulling
like
some
an
heartstrings.
animated series called Endlings, which is
Really?
like about like
Yeah.
people. I don't know. It's like a. I think it's like a kid show. I don't know anything about it. I don't think it has to do with this. I think they just thought it sounded cool or something. But yeah, not my topic.
Wow.
oh,
That was
Wow.
cool. That was
great.
that was deep.
It was. It was.
Everyone round of applause.
Now you gotta pick somebody.
Yeah. I want to hear about Michael Jackson.
Also, you have to have a clever segue.
You do have to have a
Yeah.
clever segue.
I have to have
That's
a
one of our
clever
that's one
segue.
of the rules.
Michael Jackson,
He was the last of his kind.
he was, you could say he was the last of his kind in a lot of ways. He was entertainer who did both live singing and dance and had huge theatrical productions. And yeah, sorry guys, I do feel kind of bad following this one up after the endlings and whatnot, but now that I mentioned them, I feel like that's the perfect segue. Michael Jackson, we started to talk about where he ended up, but let's talk about where he began, because I feel like we don't hear like his like life in full.
Shout out
And
to the audience.
also something I forgot about is like I'm gonna be talking about kind of like the timeline of a lot of surgeries that he got throughout his lifetime, as well, and like correlations with albums and like moments that happened in his life. So the Jackson family like group was kind of like a musical act before Michael Jackson was even alive. And so when Michael Jackson was born, it took some time. He started singing though, and his fucking dad was an asshole. I think everyone knows that his dad was a very abusive asshole. But he, basically was the like fucking like iron fist of this whole operation. And Jermaine was the leader for a very long time, and then it was actually Michael Jackson's mother who said to Joe Jackson, hey, you should listen to Michael sing. And at first he wasn't having any of it, and then he, listened and was obviously like, I can make $1 million off of this kid. And then he did. And then so the Jackson 5 were a group. They did all of their big albums, skip past all that shit, dude, because who gives a fuck about them babies? Who give a fuck about them babies? Okay, but the Jacksons were cool. The Jacksons were a lot cooler than people gave them credit for as a adult unit. They did, however, at this point, once they were as soon as they were stopped talking about adult units. Anyhow, fucking they had already left Motown by this time as the grown-up Jacksons. Michael Jackson has grown tired of his brothers and grown tired of having to share the spotlight with them. He moves off of side. God, what was his first album on? Isn't it beautiful that you can just like go on your little technological device and it'll tell you facts about people. This record, okay, actually it doesn't tell me because now all of Michael Jackson's music is owned by his estate, so it doesn't even matter.
Michael Jackson estate, sponsor us.
Please, because that would be. We've got something from Got to Be There. Got to Be There.
According to.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was just referring to. Off the Wall, his first solo. Actually, that's a lie because he had Ben, and that was like the soundtrack to a weird thing about a rat. We don't need to talk about that because that was weird. Off the Wall was a great album. 1979.
Is it Universal Records?
I'm pretty sure it was Universal Records or something like that.
It's
something of this nature. Anyhow, fucking. So he's still in the Jacksons at this point, and during a Jacksons rehearsal, he breaks his nose, and it leads to a little bit of breathing difficulty for him. Therefore, he has to get surgery. During the time he is getting a surgery, he also decides he's someone who's struggled with body image his entire life, especially. There's this really fucked up thing he talked about one time, this interaction he had with a fan where he was like walking into an airport and it was like the Jacksons and it was like this fangirl was like, where's Michael? And then he's like, hi. And then she's like, ugh, what the fuck happened to you? And then like that, like I think that really was a huge thing that like got him in like the remainder of his life. So he ended up getting a rhinoplasty, his first rhinoplasty at 21. And very shortly after that, that same year, before the release of Thriller, he got a allarplasty, which narrows the width of the nose. At the time, it still looked pretty natural, and a lot of people didn't even notice. And Michael Jackson, in his later years, claimed to not have had any plastic surgery throughout his life, and like that's the only period. Yeah, I know that's a fucking lie. That's a period in time where that could have actually maybe been true.
He claims that he only had his nose done to sing better and sing higher notes.
That is also true. Thank you so much for this. Thank you, Jamie. So then, you know, Off the Wall is a huge success. Fucking and you know he does Thriller. He does Thriller in 1982, guys. He does Thriller in 1982.
1982.
Okay, want to be certain something? Baby be mine. The girl is mine. There's a lot of shit about being mine on this one. You know, this is a great album. But let's not stick on that. You know, Michael Jackson was really at like the fucking peak here. This is the most by far the most popular pop record that has ever been made ever. Fucking Thriller by Michael Jackson. What else can you say? 1983 comes around what do we have? We have a second rhinoplasty. This is when we see. This is when we see a real narrowing of the bridge. We start to see like the beginnings of like the like little button nose thing that he was really all about. Skin Eyes 1983. That shit doesn't. What the fuck is going on here? Okay.
For all those listening, Stan is rolling
A joint.
horrible witch's finger.
No, I haven't even tried. I haven't started rolling it yet.
No, but it should have never seen the daylight.
Let the record be shown. I haven't even started.
It's
doing
okay.
anything yet.
It might be fine.
Listening stand is rolling on
Guys!
play.
Guys,
Whoever's
1984.
listening, I'm going to pearl this.
1984 by George Orwell. Nope.
Oh shit!
Let's switch it back around to Michael Jackson.
Okay.
He was filming a Pepsi commercial with the Jacksons. It was actually with the Jacksons, not just Michael Jackson. His head did catch on fire. There was a clerical error with the pyrotechnics in the commercial, and he actually has, if you watch the full video, it's actually quite gruesome. There's like a fucking huge bald spot on the top of his head where his head has been permanently singed. So
Pull that up, Jake.
Okay, Gordy, pull this shit up.
You should
Got
pull
you.
it up. Someone with a
Anyways, this results in many, many, many painful scalp surgeries for the Jackson. He, in this time of recovery, he kind of hides from the public in this time, and he chooses to get another fucking rhinoplasty. Guys, this is his third fucking rhinoplasty. A lot of people, okay.
And the scalp surgery, the main one that he received was one in which they...
Oh wait, this comes later. This
That
comes
comes
later,
later.
actually.
I thought
This
that
was a
was
reversal, like, this is like a cure, like, way later that they tried.
Yeah.
We got some fucked up evil shit to talk about, I will say this. Show me Michael Jackson. Basically, at this point, Michael Jackson's still riding high, but, there was a really big gap in the time of his albums, 1982 and 1987. That's 5 years. There's a reason. He was recovering. He was coming back. He comes back with Bad, and that's a great record. What are you looking at? Yeah, is that his bald spot? Show the camera.
We'll throw a picture up for sure, but
Well, this we don't have to edit it.
yeah, perfect. Yeah,
Save Gordy's.
That's what I'm
we're
saying.
looking at crazy images of this shit.
Oh my.
It's really fucking terrible, guys. Anyways, Bad is a great record. Bad is a great record. He goes on a tour. It doesn't do as well as Thriller, and sadly at the Grammys, he is snuffed of a single fucking Grammy, even though that was definitely one of the best albums that year. That should have certainly happened.
1987.
That would have been 1987. Maybe it would have been the following year's Grammys or something. I don't know when this album was released particularly, but regardless, 1987. He's kind of fucking around, and in the time between this album and his next album in 1991, he gets another 2 fucking rhinoplasties. That is a fucking lot. He gets his 4th and 5th rhinoplasty. He gets his 4th in 1988 and his 5th in 1989.
So a rhinoplasty, like, what exactly is going on? It's like taking the bridge down or taking the...
It's taking the bridge down. So what I was talking about earlier with the alerplasty, that's specifically the bringing it in. So the thing that continued to happen around this time, or what began to happen actually around this period, 1991 rolls around, Dangerous. This is a really tough time for the Jackson. My phone died. My phone died, so I'm going to have to really fucking go from memory here. So 1992, this is a really tough time for... Or 1991, this is a really... He fucking rolled it.
Can someone show that to the camera?
I pearled it.
Let him know he pearled that.
I pearled it.
Oh, come on, be careful.
Guys, you could go fuck yourself for saying it should never see the light of day. Just throwing that out
for all those listening,
I'll
perhaps
try to wrap it up really
soon.
quickly. So 1991, I'm gonna just like really quickly like go through because like we've only got 10 years really left of his life.
By the way, fourth rhinoplasty.
sorry.
No, you're
Oh yeah, we got the fifth rhinoplasty.
92 sixth rhinoplasty.
Oh wait, yeah. So that's what I was just about to say. In 1991, he released his He released his album Dangerous, and that was a really great album. However, during the tour, he did face a lot of scrutiny. This is the first time sexual misconduct against children has been brought up against him in his career. And that would have been around 1992. In 1992, he receives his sixth rhinoplasty. Guys, can I get a fucking... Six of them.
Six, boys.
Wait, are we going back to the sexual misconduct?
Yeah, we're gonna go back to the sexual
Glossed
misconduct.
over that.
Sorry, yeah,
Sexual
so
misconduct,
basically...
but let's give him a hoorah for the rhinoplasty.
Anyways, yeah, so he did unfortunately in 1993 have to cancel his Dangerous tour as a result of these charges brought against him. There is actually, I would heavily recommend everyone watching this if they haven't seen it, a live broadcast from Neverland Ranch of Michael Jackson, like combating or like giving his defense to the allegations. This shit's hard.
We could put in a clip, or Jamie could.
Yeah, if anyone could pull up a clip,
Gordy.
maybe YouTube poop it a little bit,
Gordy.
chop and screw. Anyways,
Chop and screw.
so, you know what? Actually, fuck. I should have thought about this more. 1995, I think it was. He ended up, oh shit. I had a really great chart. Anyways,
Oh god, I can pull that up.
yeah. Can you pull up like the heights and lows of Michael Jackson's career chart? Thank you.
Gordy,
Anyways,
Gordy,
so
picture that up.
that was a really hard time for the Jackson. He comes back with Blood on the Dance Floor in 1995, if I'm unmistaken. That was like a dance record. A lot of it had remixes. There were a few original songs on there. I think that was also... Thank you, Twin. This is great. So... Dangerous. Yeah, 1993, obviously, the abuse allegations. And then, then he kind of goes into hiding, comes back in 1995, does a really shit record that doesn't sell. 1997, he also does a shit record in America. However, everywhere else in the world,
amazing.
it's a major success. Actually, you
Shout out
got
to
it 100%
everywhere
right.
else in the world.
History,
Anybody
past,
listening in the
present,
world, is this a
future.
good thing?
It's like a compilation record on the first half, and then on the second half, it's a brand new record. And then they like made a Michael Jackson statue around this time. It was like big and like it would pop up. It was like just a PR stunt done by like his team. Where there was a Michael Jackson statue. No, sorry. There was a Michael Jackson statue that popped up in like various cities, and this, this brought some light to his media.
You got a question.
Hey,
What material?
I'm pretty sure it was made to look like clay, but I'm sure it was
It's
like
made to look
plastic.
like clay.
It was made to
He's just making out of clay.
it was made to look like a big like chisel. I don't think it was though, because it had to be like mass transported. Also, that or they made multiple.
It's the same statue everywhere.
I don't
How
know.
many are there?
I don't know. It traveled, guys.
Was it the same one that traveled?
Let's think about this for a second. That
That alone
So-
would have been the topic.
In the time that I had just discussed.
Yeah.
From 1991 to 1997, he in 1994 he has his 7th rhinoplasty. In 1995 he has his 8th rhinoplasty. Good one.
Thank you.
In 1996 he got a chin enhancement, which is when we see the formation of his butt chin for the first time. Really weird fucking. And he also had a surgery that inflated his scalp with balloons.
He's so
And then when it was inflated, all of the leftover skin was pulled over the side of his head and stitched. This was a major failure. This surgery was a major failure. And during the time of recovery, he wore a hat at all times. Coming back to some of the sexual misconduct stuff, since he wore a hat during all periods of this time, there is a report from one of the children where they were saying that, when he was in the bed with him, he, wore the hat to sleep, and, it was, part of his being. I find that really unsettling. That's really fucking weird.
Was the balloon thing, was that,
that was an attempt to cure the bald spot so that he wouldn't have to,
be able to, once the healthy skin is loose enough, they can stretch it over the bad skin and cover it.
But they're not
completely rejected.
They're not trying to make his head bigger.
No.
No, they just stretch the skin
They're just
away
stretching
from the scalp
so that it can become bigger, and then they pull it over his head.
What's his head bigger? What's his head bigger?
So, unfortunately, okay.
How big was his head?
His head did get significantly bigger in his time being alive, but I don't have any measurements. Anyways, something I did gloss over in 1986 and throughout the 90s, all of these rhinoplasties resulted in something insane happening where the inside of his nose, this soft spot, since it had been operated upon so much, it got so soft that it collapsed in on itself, and he would often be seen wearing glasses, and throughout the conference his nose would shift sides and shapes because of, can you unlock your phone? I'm sorry. Because of the failure of the structure of his nose. This was something that plagued him throughout his life, in fact, and as a result in the 2000s, he started to get regular filler and Botox. In 2001, he released a great album, Invincible. In that same year, he got filler in his bridge and the tip of his nose. He didn't release another album after this. In 2002, he had an entire facelift. And that shit was really scary. If you've ever seen Gordy pull up the picture of Michael Jackson where his face is glistening and he looks like a Muppet, that shit is frightening. I'll send it to you, Gordy.
It's inhuman.
Thank you.
Yeah, so in 2003, he had his 10th rhinoplasty.
10? I think we skipped a fuck.
We skipped
we on
9.
5?
We skipped 8
Sorry.
and 9 for sure.
Sorry.
You can go down the...
Sorry, yeah. No. I said in 1994 he had his 7th. In 1995 he had his 8th. In 2001 he had another rhinoplasty.
9th.
And filler. This was an attempt to rebuild his nose. Filler and Botox injected into the bridge and tip of his nose. He later had grafts done, possibly from his ribs, which was suspected at the time, to rebuild his nose. That would have been a few years later in the mid 2000s. What you had question?
How invasive is a rhinoplasty? Is there any incision?
Yes, it's extremely invasive. I mean, the issue is the reason his nose kept failing is because what they're doing is taking a scalpel, they're cutting in down the middle and down here each time basically to narrow and shorten. And what they would do too is they would also do skin stretching so that it would pull it up as well. It was really fucked up. Something I kind of glossed over, there is a large rumor that in his youth, Michael Jackson was chemically castrated by Joe Jackson to be able to keep his upper register. However, one thing I'd like to disclaim about this is something that like Michael Jackson truthers say that he didn't touch kids. I think it is possible that he was both he both had his balls removed and he also probably diddled kids. I think both can happen,
So you
which
think
is
he
awful.
was castrated?
Honestly, I think that's a major possibility. It's completely fair to say he has a freakishly high voice. All of his children are adopted.
His doctor attested.
And his doctor attested in court, said that this was something that happened. I mean, his doctor, I will say, also was convicted of manslaughter of the first degree due to the fact that, due to his neglect, Michael Jackson died. I mean, that really brings it to an end here of what I gotta say. But the one last thing I want to touch upon, there was a Grammys or like a VMA or something like that, and apparently I should have looked into this more. But Tupac and Michael Jackson got into it at one point, and apparently they threw hands and had a big kerfuffle. And apparently Michael Jackson beat his ass, and it was because Tupac was flirting with his goddaughter or something, and he was hanging out with her at the time. He was like, "Hey, don't do that, man. You can't do that." And then Tupac was I don't know, this is all hearsay too, and this is stories that I just pulled out this from the thing I'm sitting on. So I think with all that being said, I'd really like to hear about the tan suit. I'm sorry that I went on such a crazy tangent.
No,
This is
really
more
good.
of a tangent, but there's a conspiracy theory that Tupac is an actor.
I've heard
I've
that.
heard that one.
Yeah.
I mean, Tupac was an actor, so there is a lot of
His whole person, his whole story is fake.
But that's what
According to
that's
theory.
I think that's very solid proof for that, even his past career as an actual actor.
I also just feel like Michael Jackson just has some insane athleticism that's I wouldn't want to fight him.
I would not want to fight that motherfucker. He's that, and that's what a lot of people in these interviews brought up is why the fuck would you want to fight with fucking? That shit would you would get your ass beat in a second. That would be scary.
No, but,
It'd be really embarrassing too, probably.
I know I'm overstepping, but it was judged that Michael Jackson had a 5-foot vertical leap.
Jackson.
He had a
Rejection.
Is that true?
That's what I heard.
You're not supposed to ask that.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can't.
Sorry,
So guys, he had a 5-foot vertical leap. For anyone who
5-foot
didn't
vertical
hear that.
leap.
And as far as you know, that's facts.
Yeah, I mean,
In all serious, guys, yeah.
In all serious, guys, yeah.
Surgery sucks, and we wish that on our
You've
worst.
never wished a surgery?
Michael Jackson tragically passed in 2009 due to the neglect of his caretaker at the time. He was living in his home and had zero money. He lived in a hospital bed where he was fed 9 different medicines, and he was hooked up to a CPAP machine most of the time.
Where were you when it happened?
I was 4.
Do you remember where you were?
I remember my parents being Michael Jackson died, show me the music videos, and I mean, the rest is kind of history as far as that was the beginning of my personal entanglement with Michael Jackson in the year of 2009, right as he died.
Did your
Gone
parents
too soon.
tell you,
That's a Michael Jackson.
How did they phrase it to you, how he died specifically?
Well, they just said he passed because I was 4.
He was hooked up to a CPAP machine.
Specifically,
He was hooked up to a CPAP machine. He overdosed.
Killed him.
Oh my God! Jesus
Mind you, I
Christ.
know I'm overstepping again, but allegedly his last words were, "I need more milk."
I need more milk. I like that fact a lot, and that's one that I like to tell a lot.
That's what one of his
Yeah, and
medicines.
explain
That
that.
he referred to his morphine specifically as he even referenced in his music a lot his addiction to drugs in 2001 He had a song that he released called Morphine, and it's about how fucking good that drug feels, and it's like really fucked up, man. Oh yeah, it's really fucked up. Can I really hear about Stan now?
Yeah, but it's a great topic though.
Fantastic.
Hey, thank you.
King of pop!
What a tragic figure.
Yes.
And some could argue that a tan suit could be tragic in some ways.
To some political beliefs, to some parties, it could be tragic.
Maybe
Where did the joint go?
a fashion tragedy, you could call it. Not to be too harsh on Obama, if you're watching, no hard feelings, but that tan suit did not suit you well.
Obama, come on the podcast and defend yourself.
Obama, come on the podcast and touch me.
Obama, come on the podcast and talk about the drone strikes.
Sponsor us, Obama.
Face your fears.
Sponsor us, Obama.
Touch me, Obama.
Great fucking segue.
Yeah.
Well done.
Sometimes the simplest things are the best.
Yeah, it's just, you know.
Sometimes the loveliest things are the best.
And, he really wore a tan suit.
Man.
Let me set the stage. It's 2014.
Tragedy.
And it was a national tragedy.
Fucking national tragedy.
It was 2014. I don't remember what month, but sometime in 2014. And if I were to set the stage, I couldn't. I don't remember anything that happened near it.
Awesome.
How old were you?
Great.
How old were you in 2014?
What?
What grade were you in 2014 as a follow-up question?
I was in 8th grade.
Do you remember?
That's not true.
I was 14.
Oh
no, I wasn't born in 2000.
Fuck you.
I was just born.
I was just born.
25.
I was born there.
I'm sorry that I said that wasn't true, but that's just too big of a lie for me to like not go.
I was
under the
probably
radar.
4 months old. So I don't remember it.
I was 4 months old and I remember it vividly. Barack Obama wore a tan suit.
I was furious.
It altered my life.
I was pissed.
For all those listening,
No, I
none
think
of
it's
us,
really
Stan
hard.
isn't actually sure how old he is, but we're working on it to figure
Due
it
to
out.
what? What were you going to say?
Due to age regression.
Due to an issue with the time
Stan.
he was born.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna drive home.
Great idea.
Born on the extra day you get during the leap year.
Yeah, Stan was born
So
on
I
the
have
leap
no
year, and that's
idea.
kind of the stem of the whole problem.
I have no idea.
Have you ever known anything better?
So yeah, tan game.
Yeah, he wore that shit, and it was at like a press conference, 2014. Remember that year, folks. And,
2018.
nope,
20,
it was 2014.
2015,
No, year before that.
2016.
Pretty close to that. But, he talked about the military and talked about how we need to combat ISIS. And the media lost its goddamn mind. They thought that a tan suit was not suitable to talk about serious topics. You can only wear that if you're being silly or maybe having some leisure time. You're not supposed to talk about serious things such as ISIS wearing a tan suit. But then yes.
is there any record of previous presidents wearing tan suits?
The standard before that was navy
or
blue or
blue?
black.
Yeah.
That was the
That's it?
standard. You really wouldn't deviate from that. You could if you were golfing or in a picture of you just at the White House. But if you're having a
Having a
briefing
dress?
about if you
What
have
about pinstripe?
no.
Never?
Not really.
That would
Outside
be
of
particularly goofy. Imagine
Maybe
giving
in,
a
the
dress
30s.
about fucking attacking ISIS and you're in a pinstripe suit.
pinstripe suit.
Yeah, but sometimes pinstripes are so thin.
Yeah,
I could
it's
see
just,
it being-
I could see
barely tell.
black and gray thin.
Yeah.
Also, the
I think
stripes
maybe,
could be
back in the day.
barely off color from what that color actually is.
It just
you know?
adds a little
it's
bit of
navy
visual
blue.
texture.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
I
not disagreeing why you would wear a pinstripe suit.
I like a pinstripe suit, Gus. I have nothing wrong with it. It's just
I'm on Gus's side.
Thank you.
what kind of suits do you guys
Even though no
like?
one else is.
That's a good question. Certainly not tan ones, I hope.
I like looser fitting suits.
Me too.
A looser fitting suit is comfortable and stylish for this day and
cool.
age.
I hate the tight fitting suits. Like
Especially on the
those
pants,
look so
like, yeah.
stupid.
Fucking-
those look so dumb.
It really pisses me off when I see like a fat ass tech bro with a big ass butt that's been completely unconditioned with zero exercise, wearing a tight ass suit, and he's got his big fucking butt sticking out the bottom of his. Dude, your shit looks fucked up, and you're wearing that shit. You bought that shit from Kohl's, and it was $100.
Absolutely.
Or a tin suit, and he was like,
Tailgate. What?
It's a good point.
Take the floors, Dave.
sorry.
Yeah.
The media got really upset that he was wearing a tan suit. It's very informal. Most of the time, presidents would only wear black suits or like navy blue suits. But it was common to see presidents outside of like formal addresses wearing
Sure.
different color suits and more leisurely outfits. But they thought Obama's choice to wear a brown suit and talk about the military and ISIS was not correct. You can't do that. It is wrong. But what I want to pose to you guys is how far do you think, or because I'm sure you guys have noticed we're very far from that. There's a lot more silliness that happens in politics now, especially with like clothing and all that. It's like what's something that you noticed you thought was silly that tops the tan suit these days?
Well, I already mentioned, but Hatgate.
Yeah, Hatgate.
Yeah.
What is that? I've
Trump
never
just
heard
wore a fedora.
of it. Really?
That's really
crazy.
funny. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, well,
Was
that's because everyone was like, "Why is everyone mad at Obama for wearing a tan suit, but we're not mad at Trump for wearing a fedora?"
I don't remember Trump
question.
wearing a fedora at all.
I just think I also just think it's funny. Like, I mean, obviously, I don't give a fuck at all, but like, seeing like Trump wear a MAGA hat is like really like he's just wearing his own merch in the Oval Office. I think is like kind of really funny.
And he dropped
It's
those like
just silly.
his sneakers.
Yeah, the golden sneakers.
I had
that
not
shit
even
is
heard about
ridiculous.
that.
Have you seen that? Gordy, pull that.
That's a definite Gordy.
Pull that.
Yeah, you definitely.
I've never seen a photo of him wearing them, but even just like as a concept,
Have you seen
it's
like photos of his like swollen legs?
Or his rotting hand.
Yeah, his rotting hand. That's a bad joke. The rotting hand.
On a similar note,
I don't know.
I don't know if anyone else is privy to
Yeah,
this,
we'll put those pictures
but
up.
Joe Biden right now is on a sweet treat spree.
Right this second. Right this second. That is spree.
Joe Biden has been seen going into an ice cream shop twice in 1 week.
That's true. That's true.
And this is all true.
This is true.
So,
The woke media won't tell you
We'll
this.
throw the videos up.
throw a video of Joe Biden on a sweet treat spree.
Lots of work for you.
I think a response to your
you're
question.
earning that paycheck.
Yeah. That paycheck, the money that you get from doing this. If you're there. Stan, to respond to your question though, something like speaking of fedoras, fucking Trump's wife wearing that huge hat. That was so funny.
Her inauguration clip that made her look like a damn Death Eater.
Yeah.
She looked like.
That just sucked
Have you
so
seen
much.
Spy versus Spy from fucking Mad? She looks like the spy that wears black. And it was so awesome because it was also a way to like stop her from having any physical contact from the dump.
The dump.
Yeah.
The dump.
Perimeter.
A big fucking I do like that as a concept, like the
Yeah.
perimeter, like
It
keep
keeps
you
at least
away.
this far away.
This far away from me at all times, and like the picture of him like trying to kiss her and he's like
So what happened with Stangate?
It's happening right now. That's ongoing.
what happened with
I'm just
Stan?
wondering, Stangate. You know.
It happened.
Yeah.
But like, what was the aftermath?
Yeah. What was the aftermath? That's my question.
Of my gate?
Your Stangate.
Of tens.
Tan
Tan
state?
Stangate.
Tan state?
Tan Stan.
What is that?
Tan Stangate.
I feel like so much like,
like
men's fashion is like so specific to a point that it doesn't even matter. Like I remember there's that one like I see memes of this guy, but he's like one of those like alpha male like YouTubers, and he talks about how like your suit needs to be like 3/4 of an inch, or your shirt sticking out like the specific amount. Just seems so arbitrary, I guess.
It is all arbitrary.
Or like
all
you
of
can only
that
wear
stuff.
tan suits to the golf course. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Any
care.
sort of exactly.
Yeah.
Who decided all of these things for us a long time ago, and why should we adhere to them now? And then there's a lot of things that we may say that about, and then we may feel like, oh well, that's not right. Maybe we ought to adhere
Also,
to those rules.
like, do you guys think like he was making a statement with the tan suit?
Certainly.
Did he do that like?
Maybe it was a
He
distraction.
certainly did that intentionally.
And he was just
He
like, I can
didn't
do
mean
whatever
to
the fuck I
like.
want.
He definitely didn't like. I'm sure he thought like there would be some sort of, ooh.
But in his head,
First
he
tan
was like,
suit.
"This is sick."
He was probably like, I'm just gonna be the first motherfucker wearing the tan suit.
It was very tan.
It was very.
Tan.
It was like bright is the thing about it too. It was like a light suit. Like we keep saying tan, but it wasn't like it was like
It was like
it was like
skin-tight latex
yeah,
suit.
it was like it was a skin tight latex suit.
That's what it was.
So I'm fucking Obama. I'm fucking beautiful, and I don't know, man. I don't know where I'm going with that.
Right.
Do you have any
No, right.
closing remarks?
Yeah, I think the Stan suit was alright.
The Stan suit was alright. Actually,
It's alright.
Agreed.
Stan wore a very beautiful suit during prom. If I can get the picture to one of you guys, can I pull the picture up of you hanging out of my car?
Sure.
Yeah,
Do you
well,
know that picture I'm talking about where you're like,
Oh, I do know that one.
that one's pretty good.
I look like a
Gordon
failed
Gordon
salesman.
You look dead.
I do.
You're like in a thin coat of sweat all over you. You just got back from prom. Driving your ass to Henry's.
No, but Tangate was bullshit.
Yeah.
It was nothing.
In
I don't know.
comparison to the
rest
can't
of
believe that
everything.
anybody even talked about it. Yeah.
I can't
Nothing
believe it.
pretty
happened.
crazy.
I saw a video on Instagram and I wanted to look into it.
Yeah, but the fact that anybody got mad, I mean, like, I don't know.
I think it's foolish.
It's
I think, I
foolish.
mean, we've also, I feel like that's less of a problem now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it wouldn't really matter what.
Yeah, but feel like that's the thing with Obama. It is like they were literally making up bullshit all the time, and it's like, yeah, Obama like of course did bad things, but it's like people were like, oh yeah, he's Muslim because he has because he's like black, and
They're
has,
just like looking
you
for
know what I mean?
anything.
Like,
Yeah.
One thing that would,
Just
and what's so
bullshit.
crazy, speaking of this, one example of like politics not being as outrageous as they were, I can't remember who was going against Obama at this time, but there was that clip where
Mitt Romney?
no, it wasn't even
Which
him. It
one?
was regardless. You may know
Which
what I'm
year?
talking about. Hold up, let me describe the incident
let's
to
have
you.
some
Let me.
context.
So basically, it's like someone going against Obama, and he's like talking to one of his supporters, and this lady's like, well, I heard he's an Arab, and he's like, no ma'am, no ma'am,
Oh yeah.
no ma'am,
Yeah.
this is a man who, he's a family man, and he's a nice man, and I respect him as you would, but like the thing is, you would never see like that sort of thing. Like honestly, like
yeah, but I
Trump
feel like,
in comparison, or anyone that's like running now would be like, yeah, fucking like that motherfucker's
Probably is.
Saudi. Oh my
but
god.
that's just more proof that politics is more ridiculous now.
I know,
feel
but
like.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Like that
that's-
shit's
yeah,
crazy. You
that's
would never see
Yeah.
that
Big
in
lie.
this
Him,
time.
that's tan suit now.
And it's crazy because the tan suit happened and that shit was still happening. They just don't.
I'll be the first to say I thought the tan suit looked good.
Yep.
Can we all agree on that? Good fucking
He wore a
sake.
cool shirt under it too. I thought it was like blue or some shit, like, or it had like some color to it. It was like it
Not
was sick.
bad.
Like
Obama.
It looked good.
Obama, show me your naked body.
Obama.
All right.
Right.
So what did you do
Oh,
on
shit.
Tuesday?
Oh yeah. So, Obama was definitely like a part of my life because like he was president while I was alive.
It was definitely like
and like also while I was alive, like I experienced last Tuesday.
Okay.
Huh?
This is no. That's actually
I did actually.
for all those
experience that.
listening. That's true.
Yes. We don't usually point out what's true, but that is.
That one was
I
very.
experienced last Tuesday. It was awesome. I had a good day. This is Tuesday, September 8th, 2025. And I got woken up by my cat, Archibald. That's the cat that's in the profile picture. And a lot of pictures that you've seen. The white
The
cat.
intro, will it be in the intro again?
Yeah,
For sure.
I assume if Gordy is willing, you know. Anyhow, so I woke up at 7 a.m. Archie's got this thing where, he if his bowl isn't completely filled with dry food, like he'll bug me about it. And I've gotten better at just like shifting it around to make it so it's a mound because like there's plenty of food in his bowl, but he won't eat it, like, you know. So I just kind of got to shake it so that it's like evened out, so it's not like a pit that he ate out of. I don't know. So I woke up at 7 a.m. and I didn't want to. Like I had alarms set for like 10, 11 a.m. You know, to get up. This is a day off for me though, so I didn't work this day.
Wait, is this yesterday or last Tuesday?
This is last Tuesday, September 8th. Yeah.
I see.
Or September 8th. Right? What day is it today?
Today? No.
Today's
it's
the 23rd.
Today's the 10th.
Hey guys.
So it was September 2nd or 3rd or something. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It was the Tuesday. It was the Tuesday before that. Yeah, it was a September though. Anyhow, so yeah, I get up and I do that, and then I jerk off, and then I fall back to sleep.
Did you actually jerk off?
Well, who knows if that's real or
Did
not.
you? How much did you come?
Shut
the fuck up! How much did you come?
Whoa!
That-
Well, I can ask whatever.
That's not against the rules, actually.
Like a lot. Anyhow, so then I jerked
I'm
off,
glad
and
you're
I was
fertile,
like,
bro.
I was like, fuck, I'm up for the rest of the day now. Jerked off, and then I went back to bed.
Again?
Because like I was just
Jerked
like,
off again, or was that?
I was
the
just like
first one?
tired. No. This is the first one. I'm still talking about the same jerk off, and then I was like, oh, actually, I am tired. And then I went back to bed, and I fell asleep, and then I had a dream about a healing serum, and it was this one guy. It was like this guy that I haven't seen since high school, and I played on a hockey team with him, and he like kept like poking like tubes through my arm and like destroying my arm and like filleting my arm and stuff. And, like the meat was falling off.
Was
the
it a
bone.
nightmare?
Not really. Like I was chill.
You were chill about it.
I was chill the whole time, and I was like, "Bro, why are you doing this?" And then he was like, "Don't worry, like I got this healing serum." And then he gave it to me, and I was like, "No way!" And it healed my arm, and I also like my shoulder. I hurt my shoulder the day before, and I could like physically feel like my shoulder get better. And
This is your dream?
Yeah, in my dream.
You hurt your shoulder
Before-
the day
the day
before in your
before.
dream, or you broke your shoulder in
I
real
hurt my
life?
shoulder the day, but I hurt my shoulder the day before in real life, and then I had
So
this
this is-
dream,
so, okay,
and
so
I
this is not a
physically
dream.
felt my shoulder get better, and I haven't had a problem
In the
with
dream?
it since then. In the dream, yeah. After he gave me the
That
healing
is
serum.
fucking beautiful.
Yeah, it was cool. Anyhow, so then
Yeah, it was cool. Anyhow,
For all those listening,
so then I so for all those listening, it was a really cool thing.
Anyhow.
Yeah, so then I woke up, but I slept through two of my alarms, which were like 10 a.m. through 11 a.m., and then I ended up waking up at noon. Like, actually. And I texted Bowza about going to the gym, and I also texted Brummus about playing basketball later at 7 p.m., and then Chelsea, our coworker, me and Gus's coworker, his name is Chelsea, and hopefully she'll be on the podcast, but she doesn't want to.
she said she does want to today. She was upset
Really?
that she wasn't on this.
Is that real? Like, she doesn't care about the visuals of
No.
it, because that's what she was mad about before.
No, I'm not sure, but I was like, yeah, usually we figure it out the day of, and she was
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm like a planner or whatever, but she said she would still be down.
That would be sick. Yeah, Chelsea, if you were watching this, we'd love to have you.
But didn't you work last
Yeah, let's
Tuesday?
hear it. Yeah.
Let's hear an epic round of applause for an
Chelsea.
epic person.
Chelsea, if you're listening, sponsor us.
Epic shit
Yeah, absolutely.
with his butthole.
Didn't you work last Tuesday? Because I didn't work last Tuesday. Maybe I did. I don't remember.
You must have.
I don't think I did.
No, I switched it with you because you were camping.
No, we switched this trip. I didn't go camping.
Yeah, but I still had Tuesday and you worked Wednesday last week.
But I think that was this week.
It was this week and last week. I had to.
Shit, maybe. For all those listening, maybe. I don't remember.
For all those
It had to
listening,
have
possibly.
been. That's what it was. Anyhow, I woke up at noon. I slept through my alarms. Texted Bowza. Texted Brumus. Hooping. Chelsea wanted to see Caught Stealing with me that day,
Oh, yeah.
and
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
you're right. You're right.
yeah, yeah.
It's a movie?
And yeah, it was a movie. I don't know even what it's about, but apparently there's a big cat poop in it.
Amen.
Get that shit out of my face.
Pretty cool. Yeah, didn't go see that, but I was like talking to the two of them. My two options were either playing basketball with Brumus or going and seeing that movie with Chelsea, and I chose basketball. But
She saw the movie, for all those listening. She told me about it.
she did, yeah. She told both of us. No, it's okay. Yeah, so she told both of us about that movie, and like as I'm waking up, I watched like an episode of a show or something like that, like in my bed, and yeah. And then I went downstairs and I went outside. I'm about to go work out or whatever, and I see Gus on the porch. And he's just sitting there, and then we get to talking about like what happened the night before. The night before was Labor Day, and we're like we went to Chelsea's Labor Day party, like, our coworker, and we're just like reminiscing about what happened then while I drink this energy drink, and then also about exporting the podcast, the most recent podcast that came out with the special guest is Crank, and I couldn't figure it out. Like I could not get it to export from my phone no matter what. Like I had plenty of storage, that sort of thing. So we had that whole conversation, and we're like, Gus was like, hey, maybe like you could just screen record the whole thing. So that's what I that's what I ended up doing. I was like, that's a great idea. So I tried that.
Is that what that shit was? I'm sorry, that shit was beautiful. I didn't know
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
great.
yeah.
I blew that in. I blew that shit into the audience like evil person. But
And it's funny because our intro is also screen recorded, so
Yeah.
within the screen recording, you all
there's another
there's
screen
a
recording.
screen
That's what I was gonna say. Is like I
Deadpool.
thought like maybe it stopped and started again, but like there was just two.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I also want to just say, talking from the audience, I would never cut it out. Like it's obvious that it's recording. Like you can see the screen.
That's what.
recording.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful thing. You know.
Apple, if you're watching, sponsor us. Bucked Up, if you're watching, sponsor us.
Keep going about what you did on Tuesday, September
We
8th.
love screen recording, Apple. Sponsor.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah,
more
so-
screen recording.
Yeah, so then I left. My parents
Methods.
have a squat rack in their basement, so that's where I went and worked out at.
What'd you squat?
Yeah, I'm getting to that. So I got the Jesus. So I get there and I'm at my parents' house and I open up their fridge, of course, and I'm like, what kind of food they got? And I see this quiche just sitting there. And I was like, man, that looks good as fuck. And I ate half of it. And then, I'm not even kidding. I ate half of it, like, really, really fast. And I was like, man, I feel bad. Like, that probably wasn't for me or whatever. And then I go and work out. And, I move on. I was... and I was listening to Silver Jews the whole time.
What?
Set me up,
Yeah,
faggot.
they're fantastic.
Dude,
You're good. Anyhow.
this is a fag-friendly podcast, from what I've heard.
Hey!
Shout out the audience. We love you guys. Thanks for
Shout out the
coming.
audience.
All right, let's give a round of applause for the audience.
I love it.
Thanks for
I
coming.
love it. I love it.
I love my
So
boys.
I started off with calf raises, 225 for 15 reps.
25
And then-
for 109.
Thank you. And then I because I'm trying to prioritize calves right now. And then I went into leg extensions because again, calves and quads super important. And do leg extensions. It was kind of like a jerry-rigged leg extension though. It's bullshit. 12 reps, 4 plates.
What do
but
you
it's
mean?
Well, it's because it's that weird bench thing that's like not actually a leg extension, but you just put the plates on the front of the bench and then lift it up. If you know, you know.
How is it not a leg extension?
It is, but it's like it's just not like tension throughout the whole movement sort of thing.
Optimized.
Like how you'd have to do with bands or what? I don't understand.
It would have to be like a machine. Usually, like I prefer machines because
When you're at the bottom, there's no weight.
yeah, and also like I feel like I can't get a stretch. Like it's not like a full range of motion for it.
It's good
or
to have
whatever.
tension in the muscle the whole way through.
The whole way through, and then get like a good stretch in the quads or whatever. Like I want my quads to be like all the way back here, and then I lift it from there. But it's literally only like 90 degrees that I can go for with that thing.
For all those listening, I've only
Anyhow.
worked out in Eli's parents' basement, so I don't know the fancy machines they have at gyms.
Yeah. Yeah, so I did that, and of course I supersetted that with sissy squats, body weight. Did that for 7 reps. Went on to back squats, and then I did 10 reps of 275 for back squats, and then I moved on to leg curls, 8 reps. Again, that same like weird bench setup thing. 8 reps, 3 plates. And then I went upstairs afterwards when I got done, and my mom was like, "Hey, like this quiche, like the rest of this quiche was actually supposed to be for you. So like I'm glad that you ate some of it." And then she gave me the rest of it, and I was like, "Dude, this is awesome." Yeah. So yeah, that all worked out great. And then on top of that, she was like, I was cleaning out like upstairs, and I found this shirt that was like
This is the microphone.
yeah, this is the microphone right here.
Oh, dude, I've been fucking up.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's too late now.
How was the pump?
Pump
Hey,
was
man.
good. It was a good workout.
Do you ever know anything? I'm gonna teach you the other
Send
things.
slurs into the mic, dude. We heard you.
Hey.
Okay.
I was
what
about
else?
to, but I don't wanna.
I'm sorry.
And yeah.
I don't wanna.
Yeah, then I just moved on. I got a beer shirt from my mom that she found that she thought was mine.
Can you
And-
describe it more?
It was like a black, but like a Hawaiian. It was like a black
I
Hawaiian
know the
shirt.
one.
You know
Stan
the one?
knows the one.
I
I own it now.
I'll get to the point where you tried it on actually, because it was that day.
Cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, I get this shirt and I'm like, oh hell yeah! And my mom was like, if this isn't yours, it's something that you would want. So then she gave it to me. I took it home. And then once I came home, I was like, okay, I gotta clean up because I made a horrible mess the night before. And I picked up all the cans I left out, and I wiped the tables, and I was washing dishes and stuff. And then Tommy comes home from his first job that's in the morning, where he works at a factory. Won't say where. And
We don't
then
want to dox you, Tommy. For
Not
you
trying to
listening.
dox
Love
Tommy.
you. I love you,
Shout out,
Tommy.
shout out, Tommy.
Have we ever given Tommy a round of applause on this podcast?
No, I don't think so.
I heard he
It's
was
not
a black
enough.
Hawaiian.
It's not
Yeah.
enough. And when is he getting on the podcast? Come on.
Hopefully soon. That'd be
He
awesome.
lives here.
He
I
does live
don't. I've been here before him. So is 3 other people. This shit's
I'd like
unfair.
some- yeah. We're gonna work on that for sure. Apparently, I mean, we'll have Dino next episode.
Yeah.
That makes 5 people without Tommy.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Tommy goes to bed early, which
his
because we
schedule
always
doesn't
have
always
to do it
align.
late because us 3 all work at
We have different
restaurants,
schedules
you know.
for sure. But yeah, so like this
We're
day
always like,
specifically
"Which
though, that day specifically though, he also had to work at a restaurant on top of working that factory job in the morning. So like he's doing like a double that day, and he comes home for a
For all
second.
those listening, we won't say which restaurant.
Yes.
We won't say which 3 people.
I know. I read
We won't say for who
5
is listening.
upvotes if
Yes.
you want this gay guy to stop talking.
Shout out Chani.
Damn.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I never meant to hit you like that. Shout out Chani for all of those who know. Chani for all of those who know.
Should have used a fake name.
Johnny for all of those. Johnny for all of those. That's what I said this entire time. Johnny.
Gordy,
Johnny.
what about Johnny?
Gordy, pull up a video of Johnny throwing it back.
Johnny?
Yes.
He doesn't have that.
He might have one.
He might have
that.
one.
He might have it.
He might have that.
He might have that.
Okay.
Gordy! Oh! I love you. And Gordy, I really want to touch you. I'm sorry. Gordy! If you ever hear this song. Gordy. Hey, I make music. Shout out. I'm gonna get doxxed. Or not that, I'm just gonna get canceled. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get canceled.
Gordy, cut
That's
that
a real
out.
problem.
Peepner.
It's a real problem.
Did you know this is a real problem in the place we live?
Where were we?
Where were we?
Hey, where are we?
Where? Who?
Who am
I
I?
thought you can't do a good
Eli,
end.
how
Where
did you
are we?
finish off the
Eli?
day?
Yeah, where did you
Basically,
sleep?
yeah.
We did the double.
So the place that I slept and everything like that, I came home after I got a beer shirt. I cleaned up. Tommy came home. I said hi for a second. We talked about how XQC, Net Spend, and Cemetery are all the same person except different levels of locked in.
Whoa.
Cemetery and Net Spend.
Something to chew on for the audience.
Something
there.
really that I could chew on for a really long time. Even I could really chew on that.
There,
one.
yeah, there's a lot to think about there. Then that could have been its own topic, really,
In and of
like,
itself.
like in and of itself. Yeah, and then Tommy left for his other job. I said bye to him. He was like literally there for like a couple of minutes. I went and hit the bag. Gus came home eventually. I had to. I tried to record. I tried to screen record the podcast and it didn't work because I didn't have enough storage for a long time. And while I did that, I just like ate a bunch of Sloppy Joes and the rest of that and like the rest of that quiche that my mom gave me. I ate all of that and then I tried to play the piano for a little bit.
Whoa!
And I
What did
did
you try to play?
nothing. Like I just like fucked around on it. Yeah, I don't know, just playing around. And I had fun. And then Gus came home, and I had Gus try on the beer shirt. Well, after I showered, I tried on the beer shirt, and it was way too small. It was like it was way too small for me, and I couldn't wear it. And then Gus got home. Fuck no, I'm fucking up. So after I tried on the beer shirt and I screen recorded all that shit and I ate a bunch of Sloppy Joes, I went to go play basketball with Brummus because that was the thing that I had to do. I get there and we went to these like Western courts. We go to these like courts on Western that are really nice and we're like kind of trespassing in a way, but it's fine. And I went there, and Brummus was the only one there for like a second. Me and him were just shooting.
Hey, y'all don't know who that is, though.
No, Brummus was on the
He was
first
on the
episode.
pod,
No way, for
The
real.
first special guest. Somebody
Was
didn't do
he?
their homework.
Link
Yeah.
that. Go
Wait,
to-
no.
Somebody
Wait a
did not do
second.
their
Was it
homework.
for real? Brummus on the
it-
first
The
episode?
very
Yeah,
first
it was, and he
episode
did
I
Dr.
thought it
Close.
wasn't. Wait.
He did.
Who'd you think it was?
I just didn't realize because I only watched the Crank one. I saw Caden as the other guest, and I guess it didn't register to me that Brumus was the other guest. Hey,
Well, we didn't
Brumus,
have any video.
shut up.
Shout out Brumus.
Shout out.
Dude.
Hey, Brumus,
We'll have him on again.
You're one of my
soon,
favorites.
for
Yeah.
sure.
He's
Yeah.
gonna come back.
come back. Brumus Part 2 in the works. I don't know anything about
And
it.
he's locking in on that basketball shit. You know, he's doing great. Definitely was making some great shots and
Okay.
everything that day. Yeah, and then eventually our other friends, Nomi, Benji, and Jackie, all came after we warmed up a little bit. And then as we were warming up, we were like, okay, we have 5 people, and Benji was talking a lot of shit to Jackie. So then they 1v1 to see who was going to sit out for the 2v2s.
No way.
Yeah, and then Jackie won 3-0. Like, actually destroyed
decimated.
Benji. Yeah, and that 1v1.
Shout out
so
Jackie.
sick.
Shout out Jackie.
Yeah,
Also,
Jackie.
Benji, you're a fantastic basketball player. That wasn't your day, but, like, I mean, great game between the two of you guys. Like, genuinely. Safety. And then,
Hey, guys.
yeah, and then
No
after that, like, we're
endorsement
about to play 2v2s, and then some guy shows up, and then Brumus is like, hey, like, you want to play with us so we can get 3v3s going? And he was like, yeah, his name was Carlos, and he was actually, like, really good. I wasn't expecting him to be as good or as aggressive, and he was, like, really, I guarded him the whole time in the game, and he was just, like, the kind of, he did, like, the fucking, like, shoulder thing where he, like, digs into you really hard and stuff in the paint, and he was, like, really physical and stuff, and I was like, okay, like, that's fine or whatever.
Digging in you in the pain.
Yes, yeah, it was great in the paint, and you know,
Thanks.
and genuinely, I only made 1 bucket the whole game, and yeah, they shit on us pretty bad actually, and it was me, Nomi, and Jackie versus Benji, Brumus, and Carlos, this guy that we met, and then we lost 11-5. Also, apparently, after I left, he was talking to them about how he went to Western 10 years ago. But, like, he just still, like, comes here every once in a while to, like, hoop. And also, like, all the freshmen this year are, like, super fine. Yeah, so... yeah, so shout out him.
Carlos, if you're listening, fuck you.
Yeah, you're weird, actually, Carlos. But, you know, good game, though. And you definitely... I mean, you beat me, for sure. Like, you're better than me, for sure. And then after that, I went straight to the store and I bought a bunch of
wait.
Budweisers and electrolyte
Keep
drinks.
this off for the rest of the podcast.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so then I went to the store, I bought Budweisers and electrolyte drinks, and came home at the same time as Gus and Tommy. And then Tommy went to bed pretty much like immediately once he got home because he had that double. You know, he was really tired. He took a shower and just went to bed. And then me and Gus, while he was taking a shower, sat on the couch and texted each other. Like, we were right next to each other and we texted each other back and forth about, like, what we were going to do tonight. And like, he texted me and he was like, hey, want to hang out? And I was like, dude, yeah, we should totally hang out. And, and then I was like, all right, awesome. I'm just going to go take a shower, like, once Tommy gets out. And then Tommy got out of the shower, and I went and took a shower. And so that's my second shower of the day, if we're all
Good
keeping
job.
track. Yes.
That's a very clean man.
Yeah.
I really fuck with that.
Thanks. Well, I was just doing a bunch of insane... I was doing a bunch of fun shit.
Well, I mean, good on you for taking a shower and not just being like, fuck it, my sweaty body.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. So then, right before I took a shower, I texted Stan and I was like, "Hey, like, we have to drink, and we have to like play some sort of game while we drink." And he was like, "Yep." That was pretty much the only response I got from him. And then he was like, just, can you pick me up? And I was like, sure. I just got to take a shower. I took the shower, and then I gave the beer shirt to Gus. It didn't fit him. It was also a little too small, but, like, not, like, horribly too small, but, like, was definitely too small. And then I was like, maybe it'll fit Stan. We'll see. So then I go and pick him up, but like right before that, Gus is like, so actually I was lying about hanging out that whole time, and actually my girlfriend's coming over, so like I'm just gonna hang out with her instead. And I was like, okay, I guess, even though you texted me to hang out while you were sitting right next to me.
Wow,
And,
what the fuck is going on across the stable?
For those listening,
Crazy.
it was
I'm
less
gonna piss
about
I'm gonna piss
the message of the text message,
too.
and more about the comedic factor of it being sent while we were sitting next to each other. Kind of more the important part of it. I don't know if anyone. More like the notable aspect of it, but
Context.
I mean, context is important, guys. Don't listen to Eli.
Grab text is
And just
worse.
remember, we can't ask what's true and what's not.
That's true.
Just a reminder.
It's true.
Context can make things true, and it can make things.
Well,
false.
we can't ask what's true.
But
what's
we
not,
can't
so
ask. But that's our biggest problem.
That's our biggest truth on the podcast.
It's not gonna happen.
This is done. When Eli's done.
Oh yeah, Eli.
Yeah. I'm coming.
He's coming. Thank you to our sponsors.
Bucked up and Glorilla.
Blucked up in
Bucked up
Snowfilla.
Glorilla.
Bucked up and Glorilla.
Thank you for sponsoring us. Bucked up.
Thank you to the Biden
And
administration.
Glorilla, come on the podcast. We love your meal at Checkers.
The Biden
Actually, been
administration.
getting it all the time.
Thank you very much to the
Cheesy
sponsors.
hamburger version
Yeah, I
with
love
the
James
small
Sponsoring,
Mr.
and make sure to
Pibb.
donate
Me and
to the
Woofgang
victims
got
of
it.
minor related injuries.
Wait, I gotta
Speaking
piss.
of-
Keep going.
Yeah, speaking of Glorilla, that comes up actually on this day.
Perfect.
Yeah, so so I go and I pick up Stan right after I find out that Gus doesn't want to hang out, and also the beer shirt doesn't fit him, just like a huge disappointment. And and then I go and I pick up Stan and I bring the beer shirt with me, and I hand it to him first thing, you know, and it fits him like pretty perfectly actually. And he puts it on. It's like almost too small for him though, like very very close to being too small for him. But like right now, like it's working, it's good. And then I take him home. Well, here I take him here, and
Spray.
yes. Well, no, we don't know exactly where it is, but I take him here wherever we are, and then right when we get out of the car, Stan goes, "Oh, I forgot my weed, so I'm definitely gonna have to make a horribly drunken walk home." That's the first thing he said when we got here. And then we came inside and we started watching Man vs. Food and drinking like a bunch of Bud Light or Budweisers, Bud Heavies. And we talked about nothing at all. You know, while it was playing, it was just absolute bullshit. I don't even remember what it was. It was nonsense and nothing. After like roughly 3 beers, we both had to piss. Stan went into the bathroom, and I was like, okay, since he's in the bathroom, I'm going to go piss out on the porch. And I go out onto the porch, and Gus and Solom are sitting outside eating the Glorilla meal from Checkers. And then I like don't even look at them, and I start pissing, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know you guys were out here. And I was like, is that a Glorilla meal? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, I guessed that off of the smell alone is exactly what I said. And then they're like, wow, cool. And I go, yeah. And then I just go walk back inside. And then after, like, yeah, at this point, I'm trying to screen record the podcast again while we're drinking and watching Man vs. Food. And it's working now. Because I have enough storage and everything. I deleted a bunch of shit off my phone. So Dino's getting a ticket right now.
For all
Tino
those
is
listening.
getting a ticket immediately.
Oh my fucking
And Woofgang
God.
too. You're parked out there, right?
Yeah, I
Oh,
bet.
let's go. Come
Yeah,
on.
you
okay.
should go
Jesus
get it.
Christ.
Go move
Well,
it.
hold on.
Go
I'm
move it,
fucking
and you can be back.
drunk.
Yeah,
We'll hold it. Or someone else can move it.
We'll hold
Who's
it.
not drunk?
I'm almost done with the, yeah, I'll just finish my top pickup. You're fine.
Well, we can entertain the crowd while they're
While they're
occupied.
not getting a ticket.
Elliot, get in here.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Elliot's been gone for 1 month.
Yeah. Tell us about
For
that.
all those listening, Ellie's been gone for 1 month.
The special feature.
How was
The
it?
Easter egg for those who keep watching throughout the end.
Yeah, this is the secret Easter egg.
Elliot will be on in a future episode. This is just a.
This is a
little
spoiler.
teaser.
This is a trailer for an up and coming episode we got coming out.
Oh. Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
Gordy could cut all this out
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then just make it like the trailer for one of our.
but
episodes
don't,
coming up.
Gordy. But don't.
Yeah, don't
Okay.
do that.
We won't. Gordy won't.
But Gordy,
Yeah. So how was your month
Of
abroad?
solitude.
it was great. I wrote the rails.
What was your rose, thorn, and bud?
How's it going, guys?
Oh, you did it.
I am.
You're gonna leave. All right.
Figure the guess.
Hey, I guess it's Dino's shot.
I guess.
I guess.
yeah, I guess.
Sorry.
I guess.
No.
Audience becomes the guest.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
Never
So you're
before.
gonna have
The
to vote. You're
808
gonna have to vote in
triple
place
feature.
of Woofgang. All right.
I'm sorry.
No, that's
okay,
okay. Thanks for
Woofgang.
coming. Yeah.
I have run out of time.
Don't get a ticket out there, man.
No, I'm gonna try not to have
Stay
any
safe.
pullover
You got that
incidents.
ticket.
Yeah.
I'm
That would
gonna
be cool.
drive for you, buddy. This is really scaring me. So.
Yeah. So for all the viewers, he's not driving.
He's not
For all
driving.
those
I'm not driving, guys. I said I
not
was,
capable
but
of
I'm
driving,
not.
or he's
It's
not
okay. guys.
We're allowed to say that's not true.
Awesome.
Well, we didn't
Bye.
ask. We're just declaring.
Good night, guys.
You can declare, but you can't
Yeah.
ask. Okay.
Hard to say what's true these days, folks.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can't ask what's real or true or anything either.
But
Which
there's
is
some
the
things you just
thing
know.
that sucks. Yeah.
Well, everything
don't.
is falling
Can't
apart
ask.
now.
No.
So what else?
What else
On
happened?
Tuesday.
Oh yeah. So, yeah, last Tuesday. Where am I?
So you just went back inside.
Yeah. So I went back inside, and then me and Stan get back to it. We're still watching. We're still watching Man vs. Food, and it's making me hungry, so I order DP dough. And I get 2 calzones. I try to share. Eventually, like, it comes roughly 3-4 beers later, and it's you know, the screen recording has already finished at this point, and the DP dough comes, I eat it, I try to share one of the calzones with Stan, and he goes, no, like, I'm good. He just ate right before he came over, and I got 2 CBR zones.
What did you have before you came over?
Oh, I think I had a sandwich. No, I
Yeah,
think I had a sandwich at my house.
you'll have to help me exactly with what we
I
said
drank a lot
after-
of beers too, so I was feeling full.
We drank a lot of beers. Me and him killed a 24 pack together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, which was good. And then I ended up uploading the podcast. At some point, Gus and Solom came in, and Gus was like, "Are you screen recording the podcast right now?" And I was like, "Yeah." And we had a little laugh about that.
And I was blacked out by this point.
Do you know? Yeah.
I had completely blacked out for
Were
hours.
you? Actually?
Well, I mean, you
Well,
can't ask.
I'm
me.
wondering though. I guess, yeah.
You can't ask.
Right. So Stan's blacked out. Basically, we drink a million beers together. Me and him just sitting there watching Man vs. Food and not saying much, really. And then after a while, we watched a couple of episodes and we went out on the porch. And just sat there together, and then Stan decided that it was a good idea to grab the old cigar that had been sitting on the on the ledge of the porch for like a week now. It was like out in the rain and shit, and I was trying to tell him that.
Who
And he
knows
was
who
like,
left it there too?
Yeah,
And
maybe
who knows
this
if I did that?
maybe this isn't real, but nobody can ask. And yeah, and then we went inside, we had another beer, and then we watched some like fighting shit or something, and then he talked to me about how like he wanted to like lock in on fighting with me or whatever, and we were gonna start like training that. And then he walked home. And then I went to bed, and then that was it. It was a great Tuesday, actually. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Yeah, sorry, that was a little longer than I wanted it to be.
This is good.
No,
Okay.
That was great.
Okay.
don't say a
Yeah.
word.
It was perfect. That was fun.
Yeah. So,
And for all those listening, today is Tuesday, and he's having a different Tuesday.
Today's
yeah, I
not
did have a
Tuesday.
different Tuesday.
Yeah.
Who knows? I might
Oh
talk
my
about this.
God.
in the
Not
podcast.
Tuesday.
Today's.
Well,
Might as well
we
be.
don't know for sure
Well,
if it is. You can't.
You
ask.
can't. You
Yeah, It
can't.
might be.
I didn't ask
Tell him
it.
whether or
I didn't
not
ask
it's
the
true.
thing.
Yeah.
It may or may not be.
We'll never know for sure. All right. So who do we vote for the best topic?
Moment of silence.
Yeah. Well, we'll do the minute of
We'll do
silence
the vote.
afterwards. Yeah.
For all those listening, I smacked all the beers.
Yeah, there's video.
Now
That
it's
was
on my
good.
phone.
That was funny.
Not everybody has the time to watch all this shit, though. They
Well-
probably got it on while they're like,
We'll put a
doing,
timestamp and like a big pop up that
cleaning
comes up
or
at the beginning
something,
says
yeah.
this
They're
is the moment
driving.
to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually I play while I'm driving.
Right, driving.
Well, you'll see. This is gonna be a different kind of episode.
This is, yeah, I'm sorry, mostly because of my ass.
This is gonna be a different episode, one that you have to watch.
Yeah, what's you guys' favorite topic? Vote on that in the comments. We want this to be interactive. You know, shout out to I'm looking for my watch or whatever. We still haven't gotten any
Still
response
no.
from you.
Yeah. Why
about-
did you say that?
Yeah, why you said that shit?
Why did
in
you
the
say that?
comments. You said the girl that got hit by a car sent me, and we're wondering why you said that. So,
What that means.
Who is the girl? Is she okay?
who's the girl? Yeah, she alright?
I'd like to vote for Michael Jackson.
That was a good one.
Jackson was really good.
Pretty good.
I'm voting for Endlings.
Yeah, I'm
honestly,
voting
that was
for
just like a
Endlings.
really good kickoff, and it got us all thinking, and that's huge for this podcast because
Struck
it's
a
a
chord
thinking
with the
podcast.
audience. Yeah.
I mean, Eli, I liked yours.
Really, thank
I like
you.
that it was just a day and exactly what you did in it.
And Eli had been, me and Eli had been theorizing about this, how this could be a topic about, something so mundane.
Yeah, we had talked about it before, but I did it.
I know I'm not supposed to talk, but there's a lot of movies that are that similar way. Like, I can think of a couple where it's just a decently normal
Day in the
day.
life.
Or shows.
Day in the life.
What's that book? Theo was really into it. Like, it's like this guy, and it's like the most detailed book. He writes like every day of his life, and it's like millions of pages.
Is it, is it House of Leaves?
It's not House of
It's not
Leaves.
House of Leaves. Oh, I remember what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah, I don't remember what that's called.
It's like some like Scandinavian guy.
Yeah.
For a little bit of context, Theo's really tall.
Theo's
Yeah.
really
He's like a
tall.
really
Theo
big
is
really
guy.
tall.
Yeah, and he has
Yeah.
$1 million smile.
Maybe like
Yeah.
6'8".
I think he's 6'7".
He told me today he was 6'9".
6'9".
6'9",
Mm.
which is almost funnier than 6'7".
But he
No,
might
it's
be
definitely
6'2".
is.
Yeah,
In
I
some
think,
ways,
it is,
the right
I think it
person.
is
Funnier.
ultimately funnier than 6'7".
some
Is
ways.
6'9".
Oh,
Elliot, I think you're the tiebreaker then for the.
I think if no one objects in the audience, I'm gonna have to go with Tuesday,
Wow.
September 8th.
Wow. Thanks, guys.
Seemed like a
I'm
great day.
honored. Yeah,
It seemed like a really good day.
yeah. Wow.
It just brought me joy to hear
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, thanks, man. Well, minute of silence for Yellow Band.
Yeah, for Yellow Band, who
Yeah.
died
Yeah,
30 miles from his birthplace.
R.I.P.
I think that was actually 2 minutes.
I don't know what my problem is, dude. I started laughing at nothing.
Yeah, well, I mean,
That was 2 minutes of silence.
yeah. Well, I mean, he deserved it. Too.
He did.
He did deserve it.
Yellow
Shout out
band,
Yellow
yeah.
Band, yeah.
Rest in peace, Yellow Band.
Peace, Yellow Band.
Well, thanks everybody for watching. Shout out to our sponsors and everything.
Shout out Wolfgang.
Bucked
Shout
up
out Wolfgang.
Gorilla
Shout out Wolfgang.
Yeah, shout out Gordy. Thanks for all the editing and
Thank you,
everything
Gordy.
too.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah,
Thank you
Jamie.
to the live studio audience.
yeah,
For joining
a
us
great
tonight.
audience too. Yeah, Elliot, thanks for
Subbing in.
stepping
Stepping
in.
up.
Of
You
course.
really
Needed
stepped
to.
up.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course,
Not
I don't mean to
just that,
spoil
just the guy
things
that's
for any
Yeah.
Exactly.
No,
viewers, but
it's a good little. Yeah,
It's a teaser, yeah,
It's fun. Yeah.
for what's to come.
All right. Well,
Catch you in the
Yeah.
next one.
bye.
Bye.
No.